All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is your favorite dark sorcerer here, and today I want to further the Warlock series and kind of bring you into getting a little taste of some of the tools that we use. Okay, so I thought I would give you a little head start, so to speak, on what to get for you and what these items can do specifically for you. All right. So let's start off with the Griskris Bag. In Native American lore, this is known as a medicine pouch. Okay. In witchcraft, necromancy, the dark arts of sorcery in general, it's known as a Griskris bag. Okay. In Hoodooism, it is known as a mojo bag. Okay. Voodoo and Hoodooism use these in conjunction. They're known by many names, unfortunately. But the most common that people know today is a Griskris bag. Okay, these can be any shape, any size. You could even make them from scratch out of, say, nylon. Maybe something of some kind of fabric like satin or silk. Okay, I would recommend satin to you, black satin, because you can make a square and put these items inside of it, and you can create a Griskris. Any kind of mojo bag that is used for just about any kind of spell working that you, as a practitioner, can do. Okay. Um, this is not including the fact that a lot of tools that we use is also used for protection. They're used for, um, well, let's just say benefits of self. But they're also used for things like hexes, curses, and other spell casting type rites and rituals. So keep that in mind. All right. But the Griskris bag is perhaps one of the main things that you will be using. Okay. And trust me when I tell you, I carry one of these on me at all times, especially when I go to work. And the reason for that is because of the high stress level. Okay. Those of you in the corporate world or even the medical field, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. We're not just dealing with, say, for an example, the three different classifications of COVID 19, but we're also dealing with a new thing coming out of Georgia that apparently is a bacteria that affects water. Okay. Wow. I know, right? If it's not one thing, it's another. Hmm. Shocker, right? So, why don't we get into the next item here? This next item is Cornelius. Okay. And it looks like this. They come in all shapes and sizes. You can hold them close to your heart, chakra, your core, your core and everything like that, not just your throat. And this type of stone is great for, let's just say, emotion, healing, and making a connection. Okay. If you're trying to connect to your, let's say, your equilibrium and that of your emotional state, or even perhaps your higher cognitive abilities, Cornelius will help you do that. The Cornelius stone is perhaps one of the main things that I use because of the constant stress that I've been under, and personally, because of my job, my career. It's very demanding, very stressful, but hell, I bring in good money. That's all I gotta say. You know, as a voodoo friend of mine so colorfully put it, you must have some serious bank for all the books you buy. Well, my job brings in a lot of dough. That's all I gotta say. But not as much as you'd think, but just enough to live happily, so to speak, and comfortably. So let me just put that over here, putting the Cornelius Stone away. So the next stone that I'm going to show you is called Black Jade. Now, keep in mind that there are different types of jade out there. Okay, there's green jade, the necromantic, the necromancer's jade. There's regular jade, but I want to point you in the direction of the black jade. Now, the reason for this is namely because of the, how should I say this? Black jade is used for protection. It's used for the ebb and flow type cleansings. It prevents blockages. It cleanses you, prevents psychic attack, um, and rid yourself of negativity. Plus, and it's bonus. And when you add this in with that of, say, for an example, Cornelius, you got double the protection right there. Okay, and double the power, and especially in what you're doing. And like I said, the Griskris Bag comes in different forms, different things. You know, you got the black satin ones. This one here, I'm not really sure what it's made out of, but it's almost like a cloth. But yeah, it works. Okay. Now, I always keep the black jade and the Cornelius stone separate. And the reason for that is because they're used for different things. There are the commonalities between them, yes, but I prefer to keep them separate. But that's just my personal choice. What you choose to do with them is solely up to you. I'd recommend connecting to the currents and the energy vibes and see where it, leads you. Now, the next one is the Quartz Crystal. Okay. Quartz Crystal. This little baby is something that I love. I love using this, especially when I have problems that I'm trying to solve. You know, I don't know how many of you go into the corporate world or you're dealing with your better half or uglier half, depending if you're male or female. You're dealing with family drama, family issues. I'm always getting drug in between my mother and my better half. They're always trying to put me in the middle. And it's like, nah, I don't want anything to do with it. You know, you can call it a coward's way out, but no. It's it's more of the fact that when you, as a man, it's your job to be the counselor and the problem solver type aspect. But how do you gain that understanding? When you meditate with a quartz crystal, this does not just help you bring focus into understanding, but it brings healing, it brings energy raising vibes, and it brings in, how should I say this? Spiritual enhancing um, energies, things that will help you align yourself. It helps you connect with, say, your psychic and eternal self, protection, and even from harm. I recommend it to you. Okay. Now, the next one on the list, and this is going to be the last one I'm going to show you. Okay. At least for right now until we get further into um, the series because I do have a lot that I want to talk about, and there's going to be some rituals and there's going to be some other things, but I want to take this one step at a time. I don't want to overload you and scare you into going, oh my God, I got to run back to the church type thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've seen that too many times with corporations. This is your job. Have fun. Oh, fuck. Where's the training? I'll just take my coffee to go. So, the next one we've all heard through books like, say, let's go with the three books of occult philosophy. We can go into the Black End, um, go into Clavicle of Solomon, you know, the greater keys or the lesser keys, whatever you want to call it. Go into demonolatry, anything to do with planetary. Let's go with the Black Arts by Richard Cavendish, for just to name a few things. Okay, few sources. And one of the reason I bring these books and these grimoires into play is because of the fact they speak on metals. Okay, for example, mercury is associated with iron. Iron is the most softest metal out there and can be transformed into more dense metals. Okay, such as bronze, for an example, gold. When you get into alchemy, same exact thing. You're learning to turn one item into something else. But this particular item is silver. Okay, and silver is something that deals with elegance. It deals with grace, wealth, abundance, speech, vitamins A and was it? I want to say it's A and E. I think, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've delved into that. Purification, emotional balance, focus, even. Okay, meditation, and it even helps you with astral projection. Okay, so when we get into any form of metal, I want you to think about their characteristics and how they associate from a spiritual perspective, not just a magical perspective. Everything has energy, everything has a current that flows through it. Remember what I said before with the black jade, the ebb and flow. Okay, think about it that way, the ebb and flow. Greatest things out there are these things here. Okay. Now this one here, I actually got from asagreen.net for like, what was it, like $5, I think, and it only cost me like $9 to have it shipped here. Okay, from where they're located down in Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, I mean you're looking at a 9-hour drive, maybe a 5-hour drive. Okay, but you're mostly paying for shipping and handling. Everything else, you know, that was about 4 to $10 a piece. Okay. The Cornelius Stone, bought at a metaphysical shop, roughly about $8. You cleanse them, you align with them, you give them, you can name them. I always recommend to cleanse because you never know who's had them or who's handled them. So you really want to cleanse them and you want to sanctify them, bless them, and consecrate. What's that old saying? Consecrate, sanctify, and bless in that order. And then once you've done that, start charging them. Okay, start working with them. Now, personally, you could always have the Cornelius stone in one hand and the black jade in the other. You could use the quartz and the metal. Okay, great for the alchemical transmortification process, or transfiguration of the soul, so to speak. especially if you're trying to enhance your psychic abilities. These items are perhaps the most common that you're going to find out there. Okay. Now there are other gems and other stones that you can get into, but I'm going to leave that one up to you and to your personal discretion. Okay. But for this video, I wanted to kind of give you that little taste of what you can do with the right knowledge. Okay. With the right knowledge, you can be guided to a more beneficial, magical career, especially if you're more spiritual and dealing with spiritual entities like the Loa, the Orisha, the demonic, or the jinn. Okay. These things will help you. And like I said, it's a small little taste, but it's there. Okay. So, with that said, hope it's been educational. Hope it's been enlightening. I hope you actually go out and pick them up. You can probably get them anywhere from Amazon, eBay, hasgreen.net. You can probably go to your local metaphysical shop, the Wiccan or pagan shops. You can probably get these off Luciferian Apotheca, even. Hell, if you know where to look, you could probably get these items yourself and just pick them up. So that's up to you. But anyways, I wanted to give you that little taste. And until next time, keep learning, keep growing, keep maturing, and don't let anything stand in your way. Okay? Delve into those books that attract you, delve into the rites and the rituals that attract you, and keep on going. All right? Anybody gets in your way, just tell them. Basically, that's why it's called freedom of religion. Have a good one.